One of the many things I have learned while being on Mass Appeal are the various celebratory days throughout the year. And today is no exception. It's National Brownie Day. All right, time to celebrate. But here to celebrate with me and share a recipe is Danielle Fermaro, author of Add This to Your Plate, Mastering the Essentials of Cooking, Nutrition, and Fitness for the New and Seasoned Mom. Good morning, Danielle.
Good morning, Patrick. How are you?
Hey, it's Happy Brownie Day. How could I be bad?
Well, I'm so excited about Brownie Day, but for a few reasons. One, you know that I have to put a healthy twist everything that I do. But two, I think these taste better than the regular brownie, and they're guiltless, and they're healthy, and they are just decadent. So, are you ready to get into this deliciousness?
I am, but I got to throw a word of caution because I'm hesitant to understand how decadent these are because you said they're flourless, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right,
flourless, no processed sugars either.
I'll reserve judgment till we're done. So take us through it.
All right. You can judge away. Here we go. Okay, first ingredient, everybody. We'll start with our dry mixture. With our dry mixture, I have a fourth a cup of a cocoa powder. So we'll put that right in. Then this is the key ingredient. I have 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. This will give it that gelatinous moisture and fluffiness that we will need. I put in a fourth a teaspoon of salt and a teaspoon of baking powder. Now, this is just going to make it rise. So I don't have flour in here, but the cornstarch and the powder will give it that height that we need. So this is our dry mixture. That's it. We're going to mix it up. Patrick, you're going to love how easy this is. Are you ready to see the next step?
Yeah, but quick question for you. So those ingredients will make it rise. So I was thinking flourless would be, thinner and dense. So this is going to be interesting.
You don't trust me after all these years. It's only been like a year, but I'm just going to say after all these years. All right. I promise it's going to rise. All right, so here's the next step. This is one of my favorite steps. This is the wet mixture. So I have 2 eggs beaten. I'm going to put that right in my bowl. And then I have, let's get it up now. I've got a fourth a cup of raw honey. So this is where we're not going to use processed sugar. We're going to use natural sugars. Okay, so we've got our honey. And then one of my favorite sweeteners, applesauce. So I actually made applesauce for my baby this week, and I have some left over. This is 4 ounces. And 2 teaspoons of vanilla. We'll go in 1, 2. Oh, and Patrick, I have one of your favorite ingredients coming up. You remember our natural peanut butter we did together?
Yes.
Half a cup natural peanut butter right in there, fresh, no GMOs. And
Bonus.
then lastly, this is melted chocolate. So we are going to use dark chocolate, 1 cup with 6 tablespoons of coconut oil, and I melted it. So I'm going to pour that. Ready for this? Oh, yeah.
Dark chocolate and peanut butter. God, you hit
yes.
it. Hit all the good buttons.
Does it get better than that? I mean, come on, honestly.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't. But it will get better in just a second. So here we are. We've got our wet mixture and our dry mixture. So now we will just combine these 2 together. So there we go. It's all in there, just like that. And as you mix this, you're going to get this nice, glossy, shiny batter. And all we have to do after this, Patrick, are you ready?
Okay.
It's going to be so simple. So once this is all mixed, you're going to take like an 8x8 or a 9x9 square sheet pan, like just a regular baking pan. But here's the key. These are going to be so ooey gooey and moist and soft that you have to have parchment paper. So I took the liberty of cooking one before we started. So I will show you what this looks like. Here's my square baking pan. I put in parchment paper. I lined it first with parchment paper. I poured that batter in. I cooked it at 350 for about 18 minutes. Then, really important, let it set for about 12 minutes. Once you do that, watch how easy this is. Now, if you don't have the parchment paper, they're so sticky they will get stuck. So you have to have the parchment paper. You lift it right up. Oh my gosh, are you ready?
You're like a genius.
Oh, I'm such a genius. No, just kidding. I like to pretend I am. But look at this. So it's already cut into it. Can you see? how amazing this is. And then, look how fluffy.
Wow.
You cut, oh yeah, no, here's the final finale. You cut them to any size you want, and here's the magic. Are you ready? Give me a little boom, Patrick.
Boom!
Yes!
There you go. Powdered sugar?
A little powdered sugar, or you could use cocoa powder. I just wanted it to look pretty for you today. But there you have it. And look at these. They are so moist and gooey. Honestly, guys, your kids will go crazy. You won't know the difference, and they're healthy. So there you have it.
Danielle, they're already in a 9x9 pan, so that's already a single serving for me.
I know, right? I could seriously eat the whole thing in like one gulp. I'm not even kidding.
Hey, let me ask you one question. You hand mixed it. Does it make sense to use a power mixer to maybe get a little bit more fluff out of it, or not?
No, it's not necessary. Sometimes over mixing things can change the whole texture. So definitely just hand mix it. It's such a soft batter too. I feel the only time you really have to use the hand mixer is when you have something that's really thick or you need it ultra smooth. But the coconut oil will make it so silky that you don't even need to do that. Even easier.
Perfect. Danielle from Morrow, thank you for joining me. Love this recipe. Folks, if you want to see the recipe, go to mymassappeal.com and you'll see it there.
Thanks, guys. Have a great